Hey everyone, welcome back to Jungkook fans. Have you ever wondered what Jungkook is like in those quiet moments before the stage lights explode and the crowd goes wild? Because what happens during Soundcheck might be even more captivating than the performance itself. No pressure, no spotlight persona, just Jungkook being completely real, soft, and unexpectedly adorable in ways that fans can't stop talking about. And once you see these rare moments, you might never look at him the same way again. There's something about those quiet, in-between moments before a performance, the kind of moments most people never really get to see. The stage isn't fully alive yet, the lights feel softer, and everything moves a little slower. And then there he is, Jungkook, standing under that gentle glow, completely unfiltered, completely real. During Soundcheck, there's no pressure to be perfect in the way fans usually expect. No intense choreography, no full stage persona, just him, his voice, and the space around him. And somehow, that's exactly when he becomes the most captivating. The way he casually adjusts his mic, the small glances he gives around the venue, the effortless way he carries himself, it doesn't feel rehearsed at all. It feels personal, like you're witnessing a side of him that isn't meant for the spotlight, yet somehow shines even brighter. He hums a few notes, pauses, then smiles to himself. It's subtle, almost fleeting, but it hits harder than any polished performance. There's a softness in his expression, something calm and unguarded, like he's just enjoying the moment without thinking about the thousands of eyes that will soon be watching him. And that's where it gets overwhelming for fans, because this isn't Jungkook the global superstar, this is just Jungkook, being naturally himself. His movements are relaxed, almost playful at times. He shifts his weight from one foot to another, lightly nodding along to the sound, completely in sync with the music. There's no need for intensity here, no need to prove anything. And yet, somehow he ends up proving everything. His presence alone is enough to draw you in. And then there's that look, the one that fans can't stop talking about. It's not something dramatic or over the top. It's simple soft eyes, a quiet kind of focus, and that barely there smile that feels like it could melt anyone instantly. It's the kind of moment that doesn't scream for attention, but somehow takes over completely. What makes it even more powerful is how natural it all feels. There's no barrier, no distance. It's like the stage disappears for a second, and all that's left is him existing in his own world, and somehow, you get to witness it. That's the magic of Soundcheck. It strips everything down to the essentials, and what remains is something undeniably genuine. Fans often talk about how overwhelming it is to see him like this, not because he's trying to be cute, but because he isn't trying at all. And that's exactly why it works. The authenticity, the ease, the quiet confidence, it all blends into something that feels almost unreal. Like, how can someone be this effortlessly captivating without even trying? And just when you think you've taken it all in, he does something small again. A tiny laugh, a quick glance, a soft exhale between notes. Moments that might seem insignificant to anyone else, but for fans, they become everything. They replay in your mind, over and over, leaving that same feeling behind, that mix of awe, warmth, and disbelief. It's not just about how he looks, it's about how he feels in that moment. Calm, present, completely himself. And maybe that's what makes it so unforgettable. Because in a world where everything is often polished and perfected, seeing Jungkook like this, raw and naturally cute, feels rare. And somehow, that's exactly what makes it impossible to look away. And maybe what makes this moment even more unforgettable, is how effortlessly he connects, without even trying. There's no direct interaction, no words spoken to the crowd yet, but somehow, it feels like he's already communicating. The way he looks around the venue, as if taking everything in, it's quiet, but meaningful. Almost like he's grounding himself before everything begins. You can see it in the details, the way he brushes his hair back absent-mindedly, the way he slightly leans into the mic just to test a note, then pulls back with a soft, satisfied expression. It's not staged. It's not calculated. It's instinctive, and that's exactly why it feels so real. These are the kinds of moments that fans hold on to, the ones that don't feel like a performance, but like a memory unfolding in real time. There's also this calm confidence in him during Soundcheck, a kind that doesn't need to be loud. He knows the stage will soon demand everything from him, but right now, he allows himself to just exist in it. No rush, no pressure, just presence. And that presence alone carries a kind of quiet power that's hard to explain, but impossible to ignore. Even the smallest gestures start to feel significant. The way he slightly tilts his head while listening to the sound, or how his expression shifts when he hears something just right, it shows how deeply connected he is to what he does. It's not just routine for him, it's something he genuinely feels, even in the most casual setting like this. And then there's that energy, soft, but magnetic. It doesn't demand attention, yet it naturally draws it in. Fans don't just watch moments like this, they feel them. There's a warmth to it, something comforting, almost like watching someone you admire just being at ease in their own space. That's why these glimpses matter so much. Because long after the concert ends, long after the lights go down, it's these quiet, unguarded moments that stay with you. The ones where Jungkook isn't trying to impress anyone, yet somehow leaves the strongest impression of all. And as the atmosphere slowly builds, you can almost feel the transition coming. The calm before the storm. The moment right before everything shifts from quiet preparation into a full, electrifying performance. But even then, Jungkook doesn't rush it. He lingers in that soft space just a little longer, as if savoring the stillness before the noise takes over. There's something deeply human about the way he carries himself here. No grand gestures, no exaggerated expressions, just subtle movements that feel honest and unforced. It's in the way he takes a small breath before testing another note, or how he briefly closes his eyes, listening carefully, fully immersed in the sound around him. It shows a level of focus that goes beyond performance, its connection, both to the music and to himself. And somehow, that quiet focus makes him even more captivating. Because you're not just watching an artist prepare, you're witnessing someone who genuinely cares about every detail, even when no one is supposed to be watching this closely. That dedication, paired with his natural softness, creates a contrast that feels incredibly special. There's also this unspoken charm in the way he exists during these moments. It's not loud or attention-seeking, but it lingers. The kind of presence that stays with you even after he's moved on to something else. A simple shift in posture, a light stretch of his shoulders, or even the way he casually holds the mic, it all feels so effortlessly him. And then, there's that brief flicker of anticipation. You can see it in his eyes for just a second, the awareness that soon, everything will change. The lights will intensify, the music will rise, and the crowd will erupt. But right now, it's just him in this rare, unfiltered state. For fans, this is where the magic truly lives. Not just in the big performances or iconic stages, but in these fleeting, almost hidden moments where Jungkook is simply being himself. No layers, no expectations, just authenticity in its purest form. And maybe that's why it hits so deeply. Because in a world that's constantly moving, constantly demanding more, seeing him pause, breathe, and just exist like this feels unexpectedly powerful. It's quiet, it's simple, but somehow, it means everything. So, what did you feel watching Jungkook in these rare, unfiltered moments? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Jungkook fans, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another unforgettable moment like this. See you in the next video.